Hello, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Oh my goodness, look at that hair. Goodness gracious. BV here, and you know what? The last time we were on, I had made a couple of mistakes. I was playing tired. I got to a point where we almost got ourselves killed, dealing with some zombies inside of town. And after sitting on it for a while, I decided that I need to do something about it. I really need to take some time and recognize that everything's still not safe, and it could be. The only reason why it's not currently is because I'm not actually invested in the process. So we're gonna get ourselves invested. We're gonna fix that tonight. Let me fix Dominic's hair real quick. He's looking a little messed up and shabby, but I mean, can you blame him? It's been 5 months. We've consistently managed our hair. For those who care about that, you get to see it done. Good evening, Sue and PRMR. Everybody done popped in at the start. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I am killing zombies tonight. So that said, you know, we got to still take care of our buddy here, and that's how I'm feeling. Now, let me be clear. I'm having a weird day. I'm very involved in lots of different things. I really chilled out. So, and I'm not chilling out here because last time I was super relaxed playing and whatnot, and got ourselves into a predicament. And I'm still mad about it. I recognize I said that I need to give Dominic a break, but we'll give him a break when the area is safe, man. That's when you take breaks. You don't sit there and be like, well, we took one on the chin, and then not go back for more. So that's what's gonna happen here in a little bit. Here that makes me feel worried after seeing the last image. Yes, indeed. Great point. Fair enough. And again, you know, at the time I was tired, but tonight we are going to redeem ourselves. We are on redemption arc at the moment. So give me a second while I get the man, you know, tidied up, which already seen he is nice and clean. Cleared all the blood. You have to recognize that I'm low on weapons, specifically axes, right? So our claim to fame is for sure axes, and that's going to be the thing that keeps us alive with being able to defend ourselves, right? So I recognize, you know, the limitations that I have on myself currently, but at the same time, it is not the time to switch weapon types. So if you are strong at axes, be strong at axes. If you are training other things, do that with smaller zombie count. And we already learned there are a fair amount of zombies in that area, so we gonna fix that. You're really touching your leg. Yeah, I agree. Walked away without a scratch. Actually, about that real quick, hang on. So the gloves still intact. We didn't take any damage to the gloves. The shirt has always had 2 holes in it, and I haven't patched those holes, but I didn't really want to work on the tailoring skill just yet until we get one of the books, hopefully. So yeah. Definitely feel your energy tonight. So yes, enjoy the game. And agree, blah, feels like that. Yes, luck trait. We definitely have a luck trait, at least on how we play. So that is true. I need to take a moment and just look at my situation. Like I said, I need to be prepared. I think preparedness in this case is going to be, I don't know, we'll take 1 day to prep. We'll get a couple weapons going. I need to check my inventory. Do you think I have a couple of axes in the trailer? Is this full? No, it's not. I was about to say, yeah, these are both pretty lax at the moment. Anyway, yeah, so wanted to prep everybody so you know what I'm about to do. And so not even your clothes got torn. No, nothing is torn that wasn't already torn. So we had the full defense of our character kick in due to our axe skill being so high. It looks like, ready to harvest. I have my first harvest, guys. Hold on. Oh no. No, I wasn't expecting this. I'm gonna have a harvest today. My agriculture, I've already read this book. Yeah, I've already read this book. All right, let's pull the first bit of lettuce. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we harvested our first set. Harvest day. It is our first harvest day. Did you get rain by the end of the last string? No, but watering wise, looks like it could use some water. So And we got a couple of sprinkles, but if that one came out, this other set is going to pop for the day. The leek looks like it goes much longer, but the lettuce is pretty much done. So awesome. Everything else is pretty much, yeah. So probably today and tomorrow, the rest of the lettuce will come out. I doubt the sunflower seeds are gonna come out. Yeah, that's gonna take a minute, but PC wants to reward us after our day. That's fair. I'm gonna stick the lettuce in the freezer actually. So you remember we got the deep freezer over here. We have not been using it, and my intent was to essentially take what we had outside and stick it in here because we have a fair amount of fresh that's in the refrigerator. So although lettuce goes really well on sandwiches, maybe I'll pop out like 1 or 2 of these with our sandwiches. Yeah. And then you just throw what, grape leaves and lettuce right on top of there. 2 different types of leaves, which is still a really good combination, funny enough. And then, ooh, goodness, the onion rings, because those are pretty decent as well. Tomato. Got yourself a veggie sandwich, a straight veggie sandwich at that point. The basil kind of makes sense, but not dried. And then we'll add the oil. Look at that. Look at that. Great sandwich. Great sandwich. Let's get another one going real quick. So that way we have those prepared. Oh, that's right. We're losing weight. It's another thought. I can fix that. Okay. In general, not a fan of lettuce. So lettuce is definitely an interesting thing to say you're not a fan of. You know, not everybody likes greens in general, which I get, but at the same time, kind of can't go without them. So for those of us who are vegan, anything green has a fair amount of calcium in it. Funny enough, iron, which lettuce doesn't have a lot of iron, but spinach does. Goodness, what else? What else stands out to me as, oh, vitamin C. So those are pretty common in those things. And you would be surprised because a lot of people like vitamin C, oranges, like true, but anything green vegetable would definitely have it as well. All right, so 2 veggie sandwiches ready to go. I'm not gonna eat those right now. Those are gonna go with me when I go into town. So in that case, let me get a bowl going real quick. Fruit salads, use the berries I got in here. I did say I need to get, I prefer spinach, yep, okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I honestly kind of had thought I was going to be jumping in the car, but now I feel like I need to hang out and wait for my lettuce to pop as well. And I don't know what I should put outside. There's another thought. Oh no. Like, now that my lettuce is coming out, what should I plant in its stead? Or should I do another set? I mean, we're at the end of April. Lettuce essentially grew pretty fast. Huh. There you go. Let's pull up the info, go to the recipes, agriculture, and what? May is coming up. Ooh, I could plant basil. Think about it. No, basil's not going to be heavy as a nutritional element. I should plant things that have high calorie or higher calorie. But a lot of the higher calorie stuff is going to be later in the year, it looks like. Leek is good for the most part, but I have a lot of that outside. I don't know. Onions, I've already missed the best month. It's a poor month in April, so we screwed ourselves there. Can't drop any onions in the ground. Poppy, which we can get those pretty easily. So no, potatoes. Ooh, do I have any potato seeds? That's a great idea. That or cabbage. And I already went past cabbage, didn't I? Wait for it. Wait for it. I don't see it. I don't know the best month for cabbages. Oh no. So potato seed this. Okay. Let's eat the berry salad before we get going. Do you have any jars or anything? Unless you don't want to plant something else, you might want to plant the lettuce. Okay, so I'm not planting lettuce again. I'm definitely going to do crop rotation in this case, even though it's unnecessary in game. I don't think the game accounts for like your soil or anything like that, but it's kind of a fun idea in my personal opinion, so I wanted to try it. But I always knew I wasn't going to plant the same things over and over again, and the devs don't want you to do that. So that's why they have the month concept. You can't just rely on one veggie. Ooh, do I have to shovel the ground again after? Oh, interesting. Hold on. Hey, we learned large stone axe is not a good weapon. It's great for cutting down trees, not a good weapon. So I'm gonna put that down real quick. And we originally created it because we thought it was gonna be a weapon, but kind of sucked. I like that mechanic. Yeah, it kind of, well, so as a mechanic, it can be annoying for people initially, but it's also designed to keep your gameplay fresh, right? So if you're like, yeah, I could always play the same thing over and over, you're gonna get bored. But if you're trying to think about, okay, well, it's this month, what I'm gonna put down, I just harvested X, Y, and Z, like that's a gameplay element that might keep you still engaged. So I do like that. Shovel, pick up dung, dig grapes. Wait, can I not? Do I have to remove this first? Yeah, and then you dig a furrow. Interesting. And then I can sow my seed. And then I can water the plant. There you go. Potatoes, good to go. Like the system too, it's good to have goals and tasks to keep you busy. I agree. It just keeps you engaged in the game. So, okay. Good. It looks like everything else is not ready to come out just yet, which is fine. Again, we expected that. Put this on our back. Why is this in my hand? Game. Drop. There you go. Grab my stuff on my back. And what else? We were talking weapons, so I need to make axes, right? The issues with making axes at the moment, it looks like the large stone axe is a bad call because again, great for knocking down trees, not fighting. The crude stone axe, fair. In truth, my maintenance skill being what it is at the moment is 5. Like that's basic. Along with my axe skill being at 6, a crude stone axe is nearly the same durability as a fire axe at this point, realistically. But it's a two-handed weapon. If I go with the jawbone axe, I can fight at night. Problem is, I have to use leather strips to make them, and I learned that in one of my other saves, and I was like, I don't like that, because that makes it really expensive to use. So I'm probably going to lean into the crude stone axe. That's probably the safest thing to do. Yeah, just to let everybody know. Obviously I have my hatchets, but I like to keep the original weapons as long as I possibly can. And potato seeds are no joke to plant. It is not just one seed. It's like, what, 12? Okay, let's get there. Oh, nothing here. Thought I had, okay, so I got branches. I have some twine. Don't really care about the rest. Ooh. Dig all those branches? Yeah, those branches, okay. And we pop outside. Looks like my roses are growing, so I'd love to see that too. And what do I got? I got 2 nightsticks. The nightsticks might really do it because the nightsticks on their own were wonderful weapons, and they basically got us to short blunt 4, so that might be a thing. BV, have you ever had your hair bald like Dominic? Bald. Braided. I don't know why I said, but I saw bald. No, I've never braided my hair. So done twist before. I've kind of had locks with extensions because I wanted to see how I felt about it. I've never actually had braids like dominant here. No. No, you're good. That was my fault. I was trying to scroll in here. I don't have... Oh, I do. Okay, so I got plenty of axes available to me at this point then. I just need to assemble. Oh no! Wait. Okay. Real quick, I don't know if it was Sue or BMO. One of y'all were like, hey, use these stone sights. Let me say it now. I hate these things. It is cool, yes, but they are not durable. They break very quickly. I do not think they're strong weapons. Like, from a foraging, living off the land perspective, this is good because you don't have to worry about twine or rags to use. However, if you use the crude stone axe, I prefer it. And I'm gonna say it's probably safer for anybody who does this in the future. So, I did. I'm sorry. It seems like you need maintenance at axe 10 until they're really viable. Yeah, that's super high. So, again, I'm not saying that it's bad, and I do think there's a place for it, especially for anybody who's having trouble with like twine and things like that. But if you got it, make the crude stone axe. Like, I'm just gonna call that out too. Okay. Those in the back, I'm good. I've got a solid amount of axes, I think. Yeah. I can get more. We're not going into town just yet. And good for some napping. Yes, I agree. In the beginning, crude stone axe better because more durable. Absolutely. But as you pointed out, at a high skill level, you know, then it's probably more viable. And again, you get to save more resources that way. So I will say, if you're doing twine, super renewable resource at that point. I don't know. That's really hard call to make. I got a meat cleaver in here too. I got plenty of weapons. Okay. I'm good on weapons, guys. I was sitting here like, oh, I gotta do it. I'm great at weapons. I've got plenty to work with. Can make another axe with this worn hatchet. Take out this extra stuff real quick. Sorry. And that should go on my person. Take out the marinara. Leave the meat cleaver. Okay. But I found the warbone hatchet for me now is at least find big bones. Yep. With high skills is great because it's cheap, easy to make, somewhat durable, light, and needs less stamina. Great for long fights. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Alright. So I need to start using this side now. Interesting. Cereal can go up here. Yes. Garlic powder can go up here. Marinara goes up here. Oh no. Both of these are full. I've got a lot of... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. We were talking about that last time. I've got a ton of like non-perishables at this point packed in here. And I really need to consider what should stay and what should go. Like these marigolds, don't need them. It's like, yeah, it's cool to have. It takes up a lot of space. Like that gave me almost 4 encumbrance back. Gone. Juices. I'm going to toss the juices. They don't seem to actually give a calorie like return on investment, so it's just taking up space. Getting rid of them. Oh, what else do I need to get rid of? Gravy mix to go into the trash. The empty plastic bottle may come in handy later. So poultices that you dry, so these medical plants that you dry become ridiculous. Actually, the common mild probably is going to work out for you, so but the comfy, not at all. Oh, that's it. Okay, so we'll toss those. Juices don't. So I haven't seen them count for calories. Like I know the dev logs originally said, yeah, we figured it out and we fixed it, but it doesn't say it, as you can see. So when you're here, and I have the nutritionist trait again, putting that on screen real quick. Nutritionist trait allows me to see the calorie count, and this should consider itself a packaged item, so that calorie count should be on there, and it doesn't display it. I don't think these extra drinks and new stuff were coded with calories. just like some of the other things, like this comfort, it should have a calorie count to it. Doesn't matter that it's dry, it's just 0 now. And that's true for a lot of those other things that you'll find in the foraging mix. It's a problem, in my personal opinion. I think they messed up somewhere, and it's something they have to go back and fix. So to that, again, let me prove what I just said. If you're doing a forestry survival run, if you dry your seasonings like basil, it comes out with a 5 hunger, right? And you would think to yourself, I can eat this through the winter and survive. But then all of a sudden, when you make it to the end of winter, you're like, why am I emaciated? It's because there's no calories in what you're eating. You would actually have to turn off the nutrition system and just take the hunger system, because it'll get you killed doing that. Yeah. So just saying that, you know, it's great for absolute survival, but they did not code in what they should have for nutritional values. What's emaciated? When you're under 50 kilos in terms of weight, you're basically skin and bones if you're emaciated. So okay, let me assemble a... Why can't I assemble? Medium implement... No, this is disassemble. It should be a medium. I don't have a medium handle. That's why. Can I carve you into a medium handle? Can I make any medium handles? There you are. Not doing that. There you go. Very skinny. Yes. Very skinny. Assemble. Don't want a hammer. I want the hatchet. And you end up with a hatchet. Ah, weapons galore. I can't sharpen my new hatchet. It's just dull. Interesting. Good to remember. Good to remember. But I've got my weapons. Alright, so lettuce wise, I don't think I'm going to pay too much more attention to that. I don't know why this cow is in the zone. Excuse me. Excuse me. You are not supposed to be here. Let's have a conversation, Johnny. How you doing? You're fine. You're calm. You're not freaking out. You should not be here. Let's give a pet. Where is my rope? So I can put you back in your zone. I don't have my rope on me. Let me drop some of this other stuff away too. Can I consolidate these? You can't consolidate matches. Interesting. Alright, so stick those away. Stick that away. Good. Anyway, sorry guys, I had expected to like immediately run out the door and kill, and then we kind of got stuck in the house for the day, which I don't think is a bad thing. It allows us to plan, because piss poor planning will lead to poor performance and death in probably Project Zomboid. So let's avoid that, right? Alright, where is my rope? Excuse me. Rope. Alright, well I have twine with me, okay, so. No D word. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? I know we're hanging out and watching me get myself together. And again, like I said, I apologize. I intended to be killing already. However, how are you guys doing tonight? This wonderful Sunday for us on the East Coast of the United States still. And if you're across the pond, I don't know what time it is, but I'm pretty sure it's already Monday. Come, Johnny. Move your butt. There you go. Where is the rabbit? Check zone. I don't see the rabbit. I really don't see the rabbit. I mean, it says it's here. I forgot you could just do that. Can I turn that off, please? Because I do not like that look and feel at all. And then this detach. It's Monday, 2 p.m.? Sue, is it 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.? Are you sure? I'm trying to validate that statement. Pop that away real quick. Pop this away real quick. Damn, there it is. All right. Just want to make sure. I was like, where are you at? Because that's not where I thought you were. So. Fair enough. Okay, let's do that. I saw dung all over the place. So somebody tell me that this cow dung will actually like go away. I see it has nutritional value, but I also notice that it's not like showing as if it's rotten. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I'm very curious. I better took it slow past days. I was sick. Had a nice day. Yeah, I understand how that is. Shovel. Pick up dung. All right. It's a farmer's life for me. Picking up dung. Is there any other dung? There is. There is. You guys are just gonna stare blankly into the ether. You want to look it up in the wiki. So I don't think the wiki is well updated for build 42. I just want to put that out there. So, you know, I've looked up things on the wiki for build 42 and just not been able to find it, even though it's in game. So it's like, yeah, you can, but I wouldn't focus on that too much, PR Mark. But I appreciate the the statement, the willingness. That's the word I want to use. Anyway, all right. Let's keep going. So I am gonna do the thing that it's gonna hurt my heart to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Let's just eat the sunflower seed. No, not the sunflower seeds. I still like using the sunflower seeds the way that we use them currently. Do I have others? I have lots of sunflower seeds. Lots of thistle. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We will reset our weight loss with the thistle. It'll also give us some space back in the cabinet as well. Now, the thistle and things like this don't actually need to be in the kitchen. I can probably make a code storage area where that's a good idea. If I make a few boxes of just thistle, nettle, things that don't go bad, that allow us to easily, you know, pack in some calories, maybe that's a better way of going. I really want to play VZ, but then I want to watch your stream more right now. No, please. You can always play next to me. You know how that works. Come on now. If you don't have two monitors, I know how annoying that can be, though, so I get that. Anyway, I'm shoveling thistle into my face. I ordered a thistle plant, by the way, so I found a company that was willing to like send me a whole thistle plant so I can get the root and whatnot, because I intend to cook a full thistle. I got myself like a wild recipe book, so I'm really excited about trying this. Actually, we had posted the online version of the recipe that I intend to do in Discord, so yeah. Is that it? No. Okay. I'm just gonna keep shoveling these down. Weather makes me feel great. Tomorrow's going to be 20 degrees Celsius here. Things great. I got sick during Easter because I was traveling too much and didn't rest well. That makes sense. Come on. That's a smaller thistle, actually. Game's trying to slow me down on the calories, which is fair. Yes, the riveting gameplay. I know you guys get to watch me just sit here and shovel thistle into our character's face, but again, good idea to reset our weight loss. You know what? I don't know why I'm acting stingy with things that I know I'm not going to turn into a recipe. The whole point of having the boxes of cereal and stuff like that is to reset weight loss. Thanks for your caring, guys. I certainly hope you were being facetious in that statement. Of course we care too. There you go. And there it is, weight gain. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So now I feel good about going out tomorrow. So what can we get ourselves into for the rest of the day before we go off and murder a bunch of zombies? Let's get some planning done. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so this was the intersection that caused us so much hell and almost got us killed, right? killed a bunch of zombies here. There were a fair amount that was on this road, and I know that's because of migration patterns, so we got to think about that when we drive back over. Realistically speaking, we're going to drive into town, come straight through here, and then roll up and start hitting these houses. I want to finish this entire block, hopefully. Like, that's my thought getting started for the night. So some bandages and alcohol wipes. Ooh, it might be a good idea. I got a bandage, I have an alcohol wipe, but I don't have multiples. Usually I don't play like that, but it's still a good idea. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Oh, all my rags are upstairs. I forgot. I was doing really good being organized and stuff. Oh, I moved some of them. Why? Because I turned them into something. I was making thread before, so that means my bandages are probably this way. No. Means everything's downstairs? I hope everything's downstairs. What I mean by downstairs, I remember I have 2 bathrooms in this house, which makes a lot of sense. This is a massive house. I got my poultice just in case, but we'll use those when we get back. I don't have any rags. What is going on? Really? Are they all just in the car? I got 1 rag. All my clothes in optimal condition? No, not at all. Not at all. Nothing there. Check back here real quick. Yeah, I didn't remember seeing any rags here either. I got denim strips, but they're all dirty, so that's not gonna work for me. Interesting. I legit don't have like bandages and rags. Okay. Black sage, ginseng pills are also nice to have. So, as much as I love ginseng, like it is legitimately one of my favorite items in game. I have a tendency not to fall back on them in combat. I like to use them for the purposes like moving from one place to another if I have to carry something for a long period of time, but not combat. It's just because you got to go through a fair amount of ginseng to get a good amount of endurance back. Now, a good way to go with ginseng though is to stick into a tea. If you make it a drink, it's way better, but on its own it's like not as great as you might think. Black sage, absolutely great for sure. I agree with that. And to that point, I've got plenty of that, so we will dump those. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, that's true. Really doesn't feel like a big help in fights. Yeah. So what we'll do, just to like finish up the night, we will top off the water on our plants and go from there. Let you unstowed. Good. I feel like these should be coming up, but they're not there yet. I know that. Yeah, I'm seeing 30. This is empty. Yep, empty. So I need to go get water now. Good. Run in. Remember, we're still working on our fitness skill. We are still not fitness level 5, which I think is wild for this run. All right, let's build the pack. There you go. Skills. Just give myself a quick look. I don't know. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit it anytime soon. We just got so much to go. All right, no. Water, all. You're good. You need some. You need some. All of these are at 30. Thought it had like drizzled the other day while we were playing. Maybe, well, maybe it was like the first day we got started. So yeah, these all need a decent amount of water. It's not a ton, but it's enough to make me actually do it. All right, all right. If only you could do water bending. Well, we do have a body of water nearby, so that would be effective. But the problem I have with doing this is how many sunflower seeds I truly do have planted currently. Now, this is something that I need to like give 110% of our characters stamina and energy to. If there's ever a problem with the sunflower seeds, we address it immediately, because that's my weight right there. If there's anything that's going to keep our weight up, it's that. All right, remember we got sandwiches in the refrigerator ready to go. I actually think I should probably make like a super bowl of something before we go to bed, so that way when morning we'll down some heavy calories, right? Go fight, and then for lunch and on the way back home we can eat those sandwiches to kind of top off whatever we run down. I think that's probably a really good idea. All right, we good? So everything on this side should be watered now. And now we do the sunflower seed. What about the gasoline levels on the generator? The generator should be good on gas, but I hear you. Super glad that I don't have to like be able to see to like water my plants. And this is something that again, this is not a gameplay style that I typically go with, which is, you know, managing a farm. I normally handle everything through foraging, and in truth, I still think I probably would have gotten this amount of sunflower seeds at this point if I was consistently foraging rather than like managing a farm. But in order to get the skill up, just for the purposes of being a super sim, you got to do it. You gotta do it. It just looks dark. Yeah, I can't see anything, but it's midnight. Remember, we have the wakeful trait, so he's not really gonna want to go to sleep until 1:30-ish, which has been our norm, and he'll still get up around 5, but that's actually a good thing, which essentially means in the morning we'll have to do all the cooking instead of tonight. But let's finish the sunflower seeds before we call it night. Have everything topped up. Love how you said the base. I mean, you gotta be dedicated to the process if you're trying to live forever. And there cannot, oh, in Project Zomboid at least, there could be only one. Name that movie franchise. TV show series as well. There can be only one. Stu, do you know it? Without Googling it. My potato memory can't remember. Dora. If you know it, it's kind of one of those things that tells us, you know, potentially your age, and two, the type of people that, you know, you grew up around or were raised by. So you mean The Ring? No. No, there can be only one. It is literally the catchphrase from a TV series / movie franchise called Highlander. There you go. If you never watched it before, please do. It's wonderful. Solid like 80s, 70s. Never watched that. Okay, fair enough. There is a level of nerd that I've displayed in myself, and I'm okay with that. Gotta put it on my list. Fair enough. Duncan MacLeod, Connor MacLeod, etc. Especially for my YouTube people, if you know what I'm talking about, awesome. If you don't, again, showing my level of nerd. So, or potentially my age, one of the two. All right, let's do it. So It's 5:30. Are we ready? Let's go kill some zombies. Let's get started. So PR Mario had already put in the chat before. I'm going to say it again. 3,852 zombies killed is where we're starting for the night. Let's see where we get to by the end. I'm going to start by making a quick, heavy meal. What's the stew? So, lentils. You know what? Let's do a random bean. Let's just see what he ends up grabbing. Lentils and kidney beans. Those work. Those work together. It's already 1,000 calories. Oh, soybeans are ridiculous in this game. They're absolutely no value. Do not use my salts for any of this. The flour, okay, so adding flour to a dish right now doesn't actually add calories, funny enough. It does treat it as if it's a direct seasoning, which is weird. So, in my opinion. Sweet pepper, food, haven't eaten things, so thanks for reminding me. Please do. If you have not eaten, please eat. By the way, cheers, mate. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are well. I know work is probably on your agenda at the moment, but, you know, hopefully you're having a good night. I'm surprised you. I mean, sometimes it feels like some things are a real deal for you guys on the other side of the planet, but not for us here in the Europe. Okay, that's not fair. So back up. See, I was born in Germany, you know, so that's one. And I'm pretty sure I watched that one on like daytime television when I was a child. So throw that in there and then turn around and say, yes, of course, I was still born to American parents. So there's that. But you know what you do? Definitely heard about Highlander. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's almost 2,000 calories right there. Perfect. Perfect. Nice and diverse meal too. We can get started heavy. All right. Come on. So that is wonderful. Pop that off. Drink my vegetable kidney stew with basil. That's what we're going to call that one, apparently. And we should be ready to go right after that. Disco. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. When I was very young, the big deal mostly with... Let's do it, guys. Ooh, I didn't get my sandwiches. Ooh, before we leave, my bad. So, real quick, double down on the fact we are doing weight gain, not weight loss anymore after that one meal. I know the music just immediately kicked up. It was like, hey, he's ready to go do something. Yeah, sorry, dynamic music. Give me a second, then you can kick back in again. Great weight gain, yeah, man. You keeping it up? You're keeping it up. Now let's go get our revenge on these stupid zombies. At a time not too distant from now, one man, Dominic Steele, was on the prowl, trying to reclaim humanity's stake in Irvington, Kentucky. If you haven't noticed, my energy levels are way better tonight. You saw what? You gotta be stopping. Like, what happened? Full silence. Sarah or Ginger. You saw though, yes. Gave birth. Are you sure? Yesterday we didn't have a new cow. Now we have to go back and take a look. There was a baby cow. I'm going back. I'm going back. Give me a second. Stopped all momentum. Stopped all momentum. I hope you're right and you didn't see the rabbit. You remember we have a rabbit. All right. Cow number 1, cow number 2, cow number 3. Wait for it. Wait for it. I don't see a baby. Yeah, no baby cow. I see dung and I see the rabbit. Let's double check that real quick. Check zone. Nope. Rabbit, Ginger, Sarah, Johnny Bravo. You got me. Again, it could have been the rabbit. That's fair. It's not a big deal. Never hurts to check. All right, so we checked. No baby yet. I just want to keep fighting at all costs. Clearly, the game knows what I want. I want blood. Blood. Ah. Thus, the music is hyping me up. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. I know you want to see the baby cows as they procreate and come along, so I feel like this is a little way more epic than I wanted it to be as I drive, though. But jeez. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, hi. You are so far up. How? I mean, you get to be the first. Oh, one shot. But where did you come from by yourself? Anyway, so let me be prepared to fight with extra weapons in the bag. And we're not heavy, so we should be good. Actually, about that, since we're not heavy, maybe I get all my extra weapons in the bag. No, I want space to be able to loot if we start doing stuff. So we got our first kill for tonight. It's real now, guys. It is real. Remember, we also still need to like collect clay. So I need to keep my mind on that too. But definitely want to be using my energy calories for fighting. Let's go. Do we keep going down from here? Yes, so next right. Do you think we'll do it tonight? And then, oh no. I'll make it a poll, so. Yeah, let's say less than 100 versus more than 100, right? Why is this happening? I can't do anything now, so Twitch won't let me do responses. Never mind. I give up. I get back into it. I'm just sitting here. Okay. I mean, honestly, let me say this now. When they made the changes to Build 42's spawning system, like zombie spawning system, I think they reduced how many zombies there are in the normal settings. So it's significantly less than when we were murdering zombies when we first got here. Just gotta say that. Because prior, last night's events, and I say last night, the last time we were on stream, I would have been swarmed. Yeah, maybe we only killed 40 zombies while we were sitting there, but it would have been hundreds, considering the school at the time, right? Hello. Yes, I'm back. And I am so confident that I'm going to be killing a bunch of zombies tonight that I'm honking. Come get it. Dinner is served. Oh, we'll start this way so that way I have a fallback area, and then we'll work our way up the road. Hi. Laid out. Oh, I love the axe so much. Oh, you think you slick? Good night. Murdering zombies. It's my favorite pastime, apparently. I needed this. You guys have no idea how much you're like helping me through my day. Yes. Yes. Look at how many zombies are still in this neighborhood. Do you need to think about how many times I'm swinging per kill, right? So if I can get to around 2 on average, that's fine. But if I can't, Oh, that's come. Perfect. Good. Oh, that's two of them. Go. Yeah. Come. I'm here. Oh no. Yes. Just go back over. There you go. Ooh, I got other stragglers coming. Y'all moving too slow. Move faster. And you trying to hang out for your friend? Like, or is it just a pathing issue? We good? We're good. Whistle's great fun. So I know I've seen the whistle in game. I didn't realize it was functional. But that's cool. Oh, see? I'm already tired now. That's what I was talking about. Ooh. Alright, we'll go this direction real quick. I've got problems. Hello. Hi. I'm using your yard real quick. I hope this is your yard, not somebody else's. Good? Yep, perfect. Laid out. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay. Other than that smell. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, 300 kills? You think I'll be at 300 tonight? I don't know. I was thinking around 2 maybe. It feels good. Okay. Just want to throw a different number. Cheers. There. All right. Let's just take a moment. You know, they're cool. I'm cool. You heard the door? Did you hear the door? Interesting. You should have gone down to 1. You were taking way too many shots. You're not so strong, aren't you? All right. Hello. Look at that visor. Were you heading to work? Are you in the food service industry, I wonder? That's a leather jacket. And good. He must be blind, so just take a moment. What do you think? We get the sandwich in? Get the sandwich in. Sorry, well, we can wait a couple more minutes. We'll eat the lime. Kind of offset some of the liquids. Catch our breath, and then we move on. You know, I think zombies should be able to see or not. No, they definitely should be blind if we were going off of real life mechanics, right? You know, the body's dead, effectively. How in the world is the eyes capturing light and then being processed into the brain for it to understand X, Y, and Z? Like, yeah, when you get into the mechanics of what makes a zombie, it makes no sense. So, yeah. Did you just like walk in and this is a looted home? Gotta love it. Okay. Oven mitts. Nothing here, which is actually a good thing. All right. First house clear. Should they be able to hear? No. Again, the whole concept of what makes a zombie, right? Is one, the body has been reanimated. The idea of reanimation in itself suggests an element of living, true. But, you know, what drives the nervous system to move? Because the nervous system is just a motor function concept, right? Without the brain to signal X, Y, and Z, you wouldn't be able to say I'm responding to something that's causing me pain or the need of hunger or to breathe or so on and so forth, right? So to make that make sense, there has to be other functions that exist in the brain. Fair enough. So brainstem's still alive. Most of the functions of the brain are shot. Let's call it a fungal infection, right? And in that fungal infection, it needs to spread. And the best way to spread is to send its spores around. We'll say that. We're doing that through some saliva and biting. All right, cool. So now making that make sense, that means the fungus has to have a way to communicate with others. And if it's just one colony inside the brain, fair enough. But one way or another, that essentially means there's a level of intelligence that has to be applied and living tissue associated to the zombie. So zombies aren't dead. That's one. A person's soul being in the body or not, we can argue that it's gone, but under the conditions of how zombies work, in any scenario that you call it out, for every TV show and lore out there, a zombie effectively isn't dead. That's just the easiest way to say it, if you want to make it make sense. So back to your question, should they be able to hear? No. If a zombie's dead, it wouldn't be able to hear or see. Brain's not functioning. But if it's not, and it's being controlled like a host scenario, entirely different story, right? I think a good way to look at that, there was, what is it? My Planet? Our Planet. Whoever that Discovery, David Attenborough. So in the My Planet series, there is a ant colony that effectively gets, it shows a fungus taking over an ant and then, you know, controlling it to a degree until it dies and becomes basically a statue to spread those spores. That's probably the closest example to what a zombie apocalypse truly would be. And for those of us who are so-called immune, would just be individuals who can fight off the fungus, which is not a common thing, mind you, in humans, without any issues. But that would be the closest example to what a true zombie apocalypse would be like. Use all your stuff. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. You're making me tired. You're making me work. Alright, screw it. Perfect. You didn't die. Ooh. That got weird. That got real weird. I'm sorry. Can I drop this? Yes. Can I throw this on my back? Yes. How are we doing? Gotta tell you, I expected more zombies out here. I have to admit. Good to go? Good to go. Ooh, hi. Bye. I still can't get in here. Looks like there are a bunch of zombies that were inside and they broke out and went to the back. Like, just looking through that window, it shows all of these. There's a bathroom spawn. That bathroom spawn led to the zombies going out the back for some odd reason. And then they hit this window to get out. There's a basement here, and I just wonder if they got stuck coming out of it. And these kids all have the same varsity jacket, so maybe they try to huddle into the basement. Somebody started turning and it just got bad. Poor kids. Definitely not the basement. Definitely not the basement. Although, again, good story if you decide to go that direction. Right. Well, even though I have, we'll go inside. We'll go inside. Doesn't make any sense not to go inside. I see cereal. Yes. Yes. Bowl of riding cereal. This just hit them quick. Fortunate. Strange little man. How we doing? How we doing? Anything back here? Pasta and vinegar. Grab them. Empty cup, brown sugar marmalade and maple syrup. Yes. Take it. Cheers. I wonder how it would smell. Rotten cereal? I don't think it would smell like much of anything. I mean, depending on the brand, I guess, but no. Anyway, yeah, I'm not calling 200. I'm gonna say that now. At this rate, we'll be closer to 100. I mean, we have to do a couple of runs back and forth, but still, not seeing a big killing night. It's more sporadic burst than anything. All right, let's down our sandwich real quick. Just get that done. Keep that weight managed the way it should be. Oh, look at that. And let's move for a second. Well, actually, before I move, let's go over here. So houses done. We bring up our symbol. Killed. Move up the road. I'm betting this road dead ends and then turns. So we'll come back to this house here in a second. I just want to move the vehicle up. It did not dead end. I might further down. Yo, children, how you doing? I'm not from around here. I'd like to have some directions. What do you think? Oh, I'm trying to make it back to I-90. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't look like you're willing to give me directions. I can leave, don't you think? Ooh. Yes, I slapped your kid. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Like I said, I'm here for blood, guys. So, mind you, my personal save, I have the fear blood trait on that character, and fighting is not an option. I killed like 3 zombies, and dude's just completely stressed out for like 4 days. So, getting back to a killing mode, it's actually kind of nice. Go sneeze. Ooh, alright. Muted myself to allow that to happen, and I did pause. So, Ray Charles over here? That was disrespectful. I apologize. You're right. You know Ray Charles. Good. Good. A lot of zombies in the road. Not great at giving directions. You either go down yonder, make a left at the signpost, and then go until you see the hill on the hump type, or like how do you give directions? I'm curious. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. Hi. Down for the count. Good. Perfect. There you go. Hi. I see you. I see you. Oh, why do you have no clothes on? Your skin is so gray. Took so many hits. Good? No, not good. Still more to kill. Oh, take out the hatchet. Sorry. How we doing? Drop that. I have to admit, I didn't expect to go through this many axes so quickly. Still gonna say it's better than the size, but out of me maybe 2. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Let me see how many kills that we've actually done. We're, I mean, 3,900. You know, bad. A little more than 50. Off the top of my head. Alright, how do we look? Catch our breath for a moment. Catch our breath for a moment. There it is. GPS saves lives so many times. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Alright, so I think what there you go. We go inside. Nothing here. Sorry, what was the kill count? 3,919 is the current kill count. Door not open. House looks like it's in really good condition though. Go around and check the door. Nothing. Check the back. And of course, there. No wonder why the house is in really good condition. Somebody broke the window, which allows me to walk in without a zombie spawn occurring. Alright, how we look? We've got water on, so I will take your water bottle. Allows me to deal with this for a moment. Vegetable oil, yes, always take vegetable oil. Pepper. I like. Nothing else stands out. Okay. How am I feeling? Not great. Ooh, there's your scenario. The shotgun. Oh no, you opted out. You opted out. Alright, well. Take your shells. Yeah, I'll take your bullets. I don't really feel like taking your weapons though. But if I drop them on the ground, they won't despawn with your body later, so. Let's fill water. Water. Not enough soil. What? Sink. There it is. Fill empty plastic bottle. There you go. And we're out. It's interesting to me that you came. Wait, hang on. It's interesting to me that you came to like the Fear of Blood trait. Oh, I took it because it matches my build, but really intense and needs some care. Yeah, so one interesting thing about the Fear of Blood trait, which I didn't realize, if you treat it like the smoker trait, it's easier to manage, right? Your character wants to be clean. So you essentially just need to have a rotation and making sure that you like bathe yourself and the stress reduces. It's not so much that they have dirt or not. The act of washing is a stress relief in game. And for somebody with the Fear of Blood trait, it's doubly so. So, oh God, I need to move. Jerk. You hit my window. There you go. Where'd you come from? Okay. Oh, goodness. Didn't hit these two buildings yet. I want to go all the way up the road. And just walk right in. Like I own the place. This is my house. Rolling pin, nothing is here. Although I could stay here, couldn't I? And the house is decent. But then it can be difficult when water is scarce. Yes, if you're not close to a water source or have a renewable water source set up, then absolutely difficult to work with. I agree. Alright. I was like agitate for a week while traveling. Yeah, that'll do it. I get it. Poncho, no thank you. Paperbacks. This house is destroyed. This is a looted event. Okay. This isn't zombies. This is just a straight looted event, which is fair. There is spot in the back we should take a look at. Please note the thing that I will always make sure to grab in our exploits is yeast, so that way we can easily make bread. Yeast and salt are must grabs. Ooh, looted events do impact garages in the back. Good to know. Anyway, wonder if you can use that poncho to keep blood off your clothes or an apron. Yeah, so the blood thing does work with layers, assuming that you don't have holes, right? If you have a shirt that covers your body, it would protect the thing underneath it. So for a character who has fear of blood, right, you could have a long sleeve shirt on top of a short sleeve, like tank top, for example. Once your shirt and pants get like covered in blood, take them off. It does work, and it does account for that in game. Yeah, storage boxes. Oh, there are nails. We need nails. We're gonna take the nails. Everything else here is cool, nice to have, but the nails, there was another one. There it is. Now I feel stupid. Don't be like that. You know, there are so many mechanics in Zomboid that if you never had to interact with it, it's not something you think about. So another box of nails I'm jealous. Part of BB's master class. Again, I don't know if it's fair to say master class. It's just a lot of mechanics exist in Project Zomboid that people don't play with, both in build 42 and build 41, just because like you get comfortable in a build in a play style. But when you're forcing yourself to do something you're not typically doing, that's when you'll learn something new. So yeah, you gotta break those habits. It's late. It's 7:30. Let's eat our last sandwich. We'll hit this house. We'll drive up the road, see what it looks like down the road here, and then kind of make a determination, because I had expected this to dead end and it forked, interestingly enough. So let's walk in. Nothing. House is destroyed. What is that a magazine of? Italian Delights. Not anything for me. Safety scissors though, which are good to grab for the purposes of tailoring. And we'll check the kitchen. Maybe somebody decided not to grab yeast, because who's making bread in the zombie apocalypse? This guy. Okay, I'm out. I'm on October 1st now. Still no nails for me, but boxes of everything else. Gotta update you guys tomorrow. Yeah. I'd love to see it. Later tonight, because we're gonna probably have time for it, we'll play my independent save. Remember, we had to kind of restart it on my side of the house due to the change of computers after my hard drive failure. And BB masterclass. Alright, so like I said, I'm not gonna kill these guys. Let me run down the road here and just see. Here's another fork. Look at that. Where? How far does this go? It goes a couple blocks. It's much longer than I expected. Alright. Ooh, there are so many zombies on this road. Alright, we will not turn around. Okay. Ooh, look at that! They're all in this field. Oh, this would be great if I was ready for it. No, it wouldn't. This is death. This is death. Goodness. Yeah. We'll go straight. There you go. Don't mess up my car. Come on. Ooh, what is that? Public pool? I didn't know there's a public pool in game. That's cool. I mean, I wonder what kind of POI that is. That's been interesting. Alright, so yeah, we found where everybody's still gathered at. Lots of residents around. Alright. I definitely don't have enough weapons. My goodness. Yeah, we're good. Made it. Ooh, goodness. What you think? So this is the hardware store, okay. And then we should be ready to go. I'm not clearing Irvington anytime soon. Oh goodness, just that neighborhood is a lot. What did I just run over? God, stupid rats. Yeah, and then this is the school. And we made the circle. Okay, so that is a lot of zombies. Let's just be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely huge. That's honestly about the same amount that we dealt with over here. So maybe my zombie spawns just feel more spread out in honesty. So let's just be fair to the devs, right? All right, let's move. All right, we go home. Well, yeah, we're okay. Oh, crossboard, so we'll start heading home. How are we doing on my weight situation? Good. Calories in have been nice. Need to stop running over rats. Oh my god. What? What? What happened here? I just turned early, didn't I? Okay, I see. Man. Man, oh man. So the way we did this with Raymond's save is I had a shotgun. And the shotgun was way better in the sense that, you know, I can take 12 boxes of ammo and clear out more than half of West Point in one go. I can't do that in build 42, so it's really a slow grind. Like, part of me thought that we would get to the 6-month period and be like, Irvington is a ghost town. We've killed everything. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Ah, goodness. Well, a few days worth of killing. Definitely a few days worth of killing. And I gotta set up a few safe houses or something that I can work at too, because it's not gonna be reasonable for me to drive back and forth. I don't know if that's a fair statement. It is reasonable. We have a vehicle we can drive, but I don't want to crush my hood trying to do that every time I come and leave. I don't know. It's a thought. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We always do, right? So, home sweet home, guys. So we didn't really get much to speak about for loot, but we did kill some zombies. And we'll go kill more later. We still have a farm to tend to and animals to care for. And I've got nothing. Oh no. We need to make sure we get our hands on more, what's the word I was going to use? More clay. We need that too, so we can finish making our wall. Goodness. We got so many projects going. So many projects going. But welcome home. Welcome home. I see 1, 2, 3 lettuce is ready to go out there, so we'll grab those before we end up getting clean. Every time I say build a wall, you think of the president of the United States. Fair enough. You said North America, which I'm gonna say at the moment for all of our Canadian friends out there, we didn't mean it that way. I know President Trump has implied that y'all should be part of us, but until that happens, if it ever happens, United States. There you go. Okay. Just straight remove it. So you do grab the trowel. Interesting. There you go. Is saying North America wrong? Yes, because North America includes Mexico and Canada. just like South America includes many other countries. Stick those in there and get them freezing. So, bunch of lettuce ready for us. And that'll work out for our future, hopefully. Get our shovel and everything else going. God, it's so much work. Oh, I was always saying North America is implying only the States. Yeah, no. Stowed. Grab the shovel. Yep. All right. Let's get our potatoes in the ground and then watered. So the rest of the lettuce should essentially finish tomorrow, I believe. Don't right. The way this works is very much percentage chance, right? But considering we're getting there, it should be good. So some water. When we're planting, those are potatoes. So we already have. So we're switching from lettuce to potatoes. Which, looking at this, hold on. Green peas there, ready to. Almost ready. These are ready to harvest. Oh, I just do it. Thank you. Then remove. Hold on. Make sure I remove the right thing. There you go. So now, what do I plant in place of the green beans? Ew. So green beans didn't turn out as much as I thought they would. I ain't gonna lie. I only got 9 out of that single one. It's not a lot of hunger. Fair amount of carbs, low calorie for the most part. So, which it's green peas. What do you expect? But variety matters to me. So bloody, yes. Yes, in the morning we'll get cleaned up. But we got to do work in our spot. It's late. Exercise, no. Sorry. It's info. Discover media. So let's talk. We're putting in potatoes in place of the lettuce. What should we put in place of the green beans? So carrots are an option. Looking at it, we're outside of the best month, walking into May, but that's not a big deal. What else can we drop in there that stands out? Actually, I should work off of what's here first, right? Corn. Best month is May. We put in corn. This is dried. Does it count? I'm curious. It says gardening, so maybe it does. All right, did you grab it? Did you grab it? You did. Perfect. What water do I have? Enough. Like corn on the cob. I mean, we're about to have some corn. Dig furrow. So gets dug, and then sow corn. Perfect. And then we water the corn. That is not full. Oh no. That just changed right in front of me. It's amazing. Then you remove. And then you dig furrow. Then you sow your corn. Just notice that green peas count as both seed and food. I did not notice that, but now we got it. Not getting anywhere near as much experience as I thought I would. So Bill 41, those few like plants that we just got done doing would have given us a solid, 2 levels probably. Not nothing. So And yeah, planting trees in the game. I don't think I've ever seen like the actual fruit planted. So, I have seeds for plantings. I don't think I've actually seen the fruits. I don't know if the tree would be a thing, as you say. That's assuming I understand your question properly. So, or at least the thought process you were having. Okay. Let's drop the bag. Would be a tree. Agreed. Again, I'm just not super certain what that would honestly look like in game. So. Stick this stuff away, not you. You guys go in here. You're gonna go there as well. Stick you away. Cereal goes away here. Keep everything else low on weapons. Need to think about my next course of action. We will, I guess, go to bed bloody because he is tired. Sand leaves are great for cooking. Yep. Throw the trowel in the back and put the spade away. Give me a sec. Place item. Stick this here. Good to go. Alright. Sorry, bro. Let's go get some sleep. We'll get nice and cleaned up in the morning. Figure it out as we go. Wakey. My next set of beans look like they're done out there. Green beans. So let's go grab those. The way your bed sheets have so many colors. Yes. Well, funny enough, in game, if I could, I would like take the bed sheets off and come out here and clean them by hand. You could create like a true washing station for both your clothes and for yourself. I would totally do it. So. As you guys see, we faithfully, consistently clean ourselves and our clothes. But we're coming up at the end of May, right? So would it be saltwater? No, this would not be saltwater. When you have a lake like this, it'd be considered, not even a lake, a pond like this, it'd be considered freshwater. All right. Did I put on that kilo? No, I did not. So we're not losing weight, but we're definitely hovering on, well, so we're not gaining weight. We're hovering on losing weight, but we're not actually losing. So something to call out and just be aware of as we work. Let's go ahead and take care of the last set of green beans. We said that I expect a lot of this to start going off, as like these bits of lettuce should be pretty much done. So let's get those things happening. Cheers. We go ahead and remove you. At least we didn't lose weight from all the fighting. We didn't do a lot of fighting. We've definitely done more than that in the past. So big furrow. Come on. Get it out of there. And then, did I put away? Yeah, I put away the corn. So let's go ahead and get that. These will probably go off too today at some point. Oh, it's so much work to keep together a farm. All right. Let's place item. You know what to do with poppies. Hope that you dry them for the seed, but you can't. Yes, you can. Hold on. Oh, so if you get poppy flowers, like they've already bloomed, then no, there's nothing you can do. But if you get the poppy pods, then you can dry the poppy pods and then get poppy seeds. So that's how that's supposed to work. There. Get the bowl going. Fried onions. Let's go ahead and do random veggie. Love that. Random veggie. Love that. Don't want to do random mushroom because I'm sure there's something in here that is already rotten. Okay, yeah, flour doesn't do anything. Got it. Yes, but they do go bad, right? And then of course it could be fertilizer for you. So I have so much in this corner. I'm an idiot. I should have walked over to the side like I usually do. My bad. Use this leak, and now we'll walk over to the corner. There we go. Can work with that. I just had nails to build a composter. Look, man, set your foraging to trash, and eventually you're gonna get at least. No, wait, how much does the composter need? Need 4, right? Yeah. Ooh, you need 6 carpentry too. Do I have a composter in real life? No. Well, I have a worm bin, which is designed to make compost, but not an actual composter. Yeah. So, Stu, is your carpentry skill high enough to even use to make one? Because that's the issue there. Which I have learned the trick to work on your carpentry skill without even having nails in the wilderness, but it's rough. It is rough. It is very grindy. I am foraging for trash for weeks. That's all the Oh, that's fair. All right, cool. Okay, wait. So I needed water going for that potato set that I just put down. It's not potatoes. It's corn. I apologize. I don't know. Hold on. Let's grab. I need to put the bag down first. Then, where are you, dude? And then we run outside real quick. And we have water. I didn't, so, oh, that's right. That's why I went inside. I was getting the potato seed, not potato seeds, corn seed, but I see 2 more things of lettuce ready to go, so I'll grab potatoes as well. Okay, so carrot, corn, there it is. So we got corn, grab the potato seeds as well, so they can go into the ground, and we should be good to go. My bad. Hold up. So, ooh, you can actually see them feed. I never actually wanted it to happen. We sow the corn, go ahead and water. Don't forget. Done 1. You harvest. Not ready. Harvest. There it is. There you go. Can't remove because I don't have any of my stuff with me because I'm smart. And we're good. Got so much lettuce, which is great and potentially bad. But again, we have a deep freezer, so cannot be mad. Our first harvest is nice and frozen. Which, if you think about it, 1/3 of it being just lettuce and then everything else as it comes out, that's not a bad thing. It's not bad. Grab the shovel. And that's all messages. Give me a second. I will review them. Remove. Dig. So, potato seeds. Remove. Dig. And then sow. Potato seeds. And we water. Yeah, man. You got this. You're fine. Relax. It's okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so seeds go away. Drop the watering can for the most part. And good. Again, we'll never work on this skill if we don't do these things. Okay, so let's see. My carpentry skill is level 4. Didn't realize you need level 6 for the compost start. Now, yep. I built a huge log wall for a month. Got some carpentry doing that. Yep. Really like the animals a lot. All right, so here's the trick, Sue. What you can do, or what you should do, is you're gonna find bushes. Let me prove this real quick. A bush, let's take that guy over there, has a high likelihood of giving you, so remove bush. Bush gets shot down, you'll get at least a twig and a branch. Branches, and let's go ahead and do that, can be carved into the long stick, right? Not long stick, the wooden rod. So you carve your tree branch into a wooden rod, so that's carving. From that, you go into carpentry, and then you saw the wooden rod, which is here, into a small handle, and that counts as carpentry. And all you need is a flint saw. So if you have napped a flint saw, you carve a tree branch into wooden rods, and then you saw the wooden rods into small handles, which can be, other tools later. That becomes carpentry. That's how I made it to level 3 carpentry without having anything carpentry in the wilderness space. So it was super easy to do without having to saw a big log or even having a real saw. It works. It's grindy. It works. And all you're doing is getting tree branches. Instead of having to cut down an entire tree to get saplings, you hit the bushes, which are going to take away from your axe, and then you just collect a bunch of sticks. Yeah, branches all over the place. So, and that, again, you don't even have to do any foraging to get those branches that way. If you forage for it, way easier, right? But some people don't like foraging. So, masterclass for the night. Sorry. Okay, what was I doing? So how do we look out there? We're pretty much good on everything to be harvested, I guess. No, how much time do we have for? Yeah, let's tend to ourselves. Let's look at our weight situation. We'll eat properly, and then we can start working towards the end. That's fair. Why? There you go. I have a whole spade on me. That's probably why. Let's go ahead and place item. Good. Grab my bag. No worries. We have more masterclass. Always have masterclasses. Indeed. Oh, water. So, which stew can we make? I don't have a lot to work with here. I've got straight corn and potatoes though, so that's fair. Corn, potato, onion, basically the staples of any stew out there. Add some chicken in there and some noodles. You got chicken noodle soup. Add flour and chicken and go ahead and stir that with a few other seasonings, and all of a sudden you got chicken pot pie as your base. And all you got to do is put that into a pastry if you wanted to. Lots of different things you can do once you do the trifecta of potatoes, onions, and corn. It is only because that corn adds a little bit of sweetness to things. You don't have to add the corn, but I do like using it. All right, add the greens, and then it gets weird for most people, and I understand that. But think collards, not like an actual green here. Ginger would be weird, so I'm not going to use that. I just wouldn't. So pepper is not necessary anything, so I will start using that in more of my recipes. Lemongrass would be nice in this type of recipe, though. I like that. Okay. Let's pop over here real quick. We will add a straight bean. Oh, I got soybeans. Soybeans are useless in game. Did it again. I took all my stuff. There we go. Add some oil. Boring dish. Got 1,000 calories into it, so fair enough. All right, cheers, guys. Get that going. You'll note we haven't done any foraging tonight, so I'm gonna do a quick foraging run after we eat, because I do need to start collecting more clay because we have a whole wall to build, and that should do us good. Actually, I think we'll probably be done after this night in game, and then we'll switch over to my save and kill the recording. So. All right. Look for stones, and we just walk. Remember, we did see a zombie fairly close to the base a couple of days back, and it's something that I've kept my mind on. If we ever see zombies on this road here before the turn, I'm gonna make a whole wall. Yeah, make a whole wall. Anyway, no. Get up to the road, get some clay. Like I said, we just need clay. Anything else interesting? We'll is that vice grips? Yes. Oh, maybe vice grips. We're not there for metalworking just yet. I haven't been super focused on it. And it's a ton of work to try to focus on like metal. Actually, all the crafting in the game is a ton of work to try to focus on. I hope they really do something about that. To have these systems in game, they should feel easy to jump into, and like I didn't say jump into, you should know like your path to success. I just don't think it's very clear. I keep going back to like Minecraft, for example, when I think of the crafting system in any game. Minecraft is super easy to jump into, start doing things, blah, and maybe there's a lot of trial and error, but there's lots of opportunities for that trial and error. In Project Zomboid, it's a weird space to have things like this in it and not be able to easily jump into. So, Wolfie, what is going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. I hope all is well. Thanks for popping in. Good evening to you. Oh, no. Well, not getting any clay. That's not fair. I did get some clay, so we'll go back to the house shortly and start doing some work. That's eggs. Oh, I was about to say, if I got poppy pods, I think Sue would just get mad at me. I can't consistently find the things that you be looking for, right? So, no. Going from standing desk to sitting, guys, so I'm gonna mute for a second. And Steve says that, yeah, the definitely crafting menu needs a better window, easier accessible. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But again, I mean, I'm sure there was a time at the beginning when people started playing Minecraft, it was just as daunting, and then all of a sudden you learn all the tricks and everybody knows things. There's a give and take, and I acknowledge that, but I don't know. I don't really know the answer to this one. It's also hard that you cannot see what you could build in different workstations before. Yes, so the workstations themselves being locked behind actually having access to the workstation, I do think is a bad decision. Knowing that a workstation is required for a recipe is one thing. And actually, hang on. So if I go under here, recipes, so yeah, this is a problem because this, sure, I could go fine, but I can't search this, even though I know all of these recipes, right? Which makes it extremely difficult for a person to figure it out. But if I sat here, hang on, and this is how the workflow is, right? You would pause your actual game, pull up all of this and be like, I wonder. But this is every recipe that I currently know on my character, right? So if your character knows a recipe that's tied to a workstation, it's here. Forge hinge, for example, unless you have the forging, unless you're clicked on the forge, you can't see that, right? So the recipes are listed. I'm trying to be fair to the devs, right? If you know a recipe, you could sort through this and figure it out, but it doesn't tell you anything from here. I can't like right click on it and know what I need. I just know it by name. So there are things that they need to work out for sure. My sweet whoa. My sweet boy died. The player has more stuff to care for, but I didn't expect the character to die like that. Oh, okay. I hope you're talking Project Zomboid. With that face, I assume that's Project Zomboid. All right, so you lost the character. Oh, yeah, that always sucks. If you guys have not seen Dominic's Build 41 playthrough, the pain that I experienced, like just in the way that we died, was unbelievable. And if you ever want to hear me in agony from losing a character, that's the thing. D&D, that's even better, because D&D characters can spawn for just as long as a character in Project Zomboid, in my opinion. So yeah, when you get like attached to a character, it's a whole thing, and I get that. All right, we only got one thing of clay, which sucks, but we'll run with it. Let's head back to the house and we'll put up the walls that we can. I guess we'll call it switch. Are those more rabbits? Those are more rabbits. Can I herd you guys into my zone? I wonder. Because technically, I thought when an animal enters a livestock zone, it just joins it. Interesting. Right. I guess you do have to catch them first. Oh, more green peas ready. it didn't work, so it didn't work. Oh, although I didn't actually get them to get into the zone. So there's that. All right, so we're back. Let's grab the food items. So sugar beets, daikons, cilantro, green peas. Can I, in my salad, this is weird. Salad cannot take those green peas. That's a problem. And I recognized earlier when I had made that pot, I didn't have green peas as an available option to go into a stew. It's there. It's there. Okay. I legit brawled. You got bit by a vampire, so turned into one, but had to go under running water, which vampires cannot cross, so you slowly declined until while I carried him. My character is still alive and grieving while moving forward with the campaign mission. Word? Okay. There's so many layers to that, like we should talk. Anyway, yeah, so green peas do go into a stew. I just didn't go scroll down far enough to actually see them, and for me, I have like about an inch of my screen at the bottom that I can't actually see because of how my computer is set up at the moment. So that's annoying, but it works. You just stick those in there, we're fine. Green peas acceptable. I still have stuff on my back. My bad. Yeah, if I'm not cooking and using my fresh stuff, then it's just going to keep going bad on me, which is honestly not a big deal, but at the same time, I want to use it. So no reason to do all the work that we've done and not use it, right? Which is why we constantly stick oil into our dishes to ensure that we get nice and fat. Okay. Stick this in here. Turn this on. And stew almost done. Perfect. Done. We eat. A lot of fat in there, but we try to put on weight, so there should be fat. Good. Done. Okay, so that's that. Let's go do the workout here. So I need to get 2 things of corn, 2 things of lettuce, it looks like. It said lettuce, potatoes. We're doing corn and potatoes. So let's go over here real quick. Barley. Ooh. Corn's basically done. We're only gonna get the 1, but it's not a big deal since by seasons that does make sense. Then we start with the shovel, right? Then you put you on the back. And let's go outside and get to it. Look, man, we killed a handful of zombies and then we ended up having to do a bunch of work at the house. So I apologize for anybody who's like, bro. But we're surviving the Project Zomboid and we did all this work for a reason. We want to see the fruits of our labors, guys. Oh, there's Agriculture 1. We finally got the first level. Goodness gracious. Did I learn new info? So it says harvested lettuce. I wonder, after harvesting, do you need to still like dig up the ground now? Or will they come back? I'm curious. Very nice level now. Thank you. Alright, so we dig. We dig. And we're gonna sow our seeds. We were putting corn over here. And actually, we should get something new as far as information goes. Not really. So when do we get new information? So going from level 1 to level 2 didn't really do anything for us, which is fine, I guess. But still. According to the skill under agriculture, I'm supposed to increase available information for crops. See. This is supposed to be potatoes. This is gonna be potatoes as well. What is that? I have lavender over there. Water. What is happening? What is happening? I held Q instead of moving. That sucks. Water full. Oh, well, not really. Done. Maybe it shows you when the crops are sick. Fair enough, according to that statement. Let's check you. Info. No, but none of this is sick at the moment, so yeah. But we did it. We definitely have done it. That's almost all the lettuce. There's only one head of lettuce left, and that means we'll be good there. All I got to do is probably read the next book. I think I have agriculture 2 somewhere, so we'll see if we find that. But our super sim is moving right along, right? So goodness gracious. The work that we have done to make it this far, we are coming up on 5 months pretty quickly, right? So a little more than 50 heads of lettuce, which is great. I'm actually going to stick the rest of these green beans in here as well to the freezer. We stuffed this thing halfway. So you can also see it visually now because it's slow. Yeah, so we definitely could see visually if there's something wrong. I just don't know all the visual cues yet to know which is which. And again, I'm saying yet. Other players who were avid farmers would obviously have known what was wrong with that one head of lettuce that we had lost. But again, not a gameplay thing that I typically do. So, yeah. Okay, let's eat the berries. I feel like we're okay. We're okay. But I was like, depends on the type of normal zombies. Oh, wait, what? Oh, y'all talking D&D zombies, my bad. Dominic's becoming a man of all traits. Definitely becoming a man of all traits. I needed to do this. There is, where did I put my stuff? I don't see it visually anywhere. So maybe it's outside? I'm looking for the bucket, guys. There it is. I got both buckets here. My bad. Okay, so I got clay and tech. Why? Why did I need more clay? I already had clay then. It's some. What's wrong with me? Okay. Let me grab this one. I have a trowel as well, so I can lay some bricks, right? Oh, maybe that was the issue. I need to do more bricks. Yeah, I've got some outside in the car too. Okay. That would make more sense. I always need more clay, yes. We definitely need a lot of clay. It's very true. So, again, maybe I was looking for clay because I wanted to make more bricks, recognizing what I needed to do in order to actually lay all this out, but we'll do some more for the wall here in a second. So, we got the water, we mix our cement, and then we'll go and do a couple of wall buildings, and masonry skill goes up. Nothing wrong with that. Mix, 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 mix. Cement. Yep. Done. And then, where are you? Secondary. Put the bowl in back. Grab the trowel from here. And the primary. Yes, we did put on a kilo as well. I saw that too. Masonry skill, and we're laying out small brick. And this, we showed the designated zone, so I can see how far I need to go. The 100 points worth of masonry right there. So I think I only get 4 walls out of a bucket of cement, right? So if I can do one more set, and like I said, we'll turn the corner here. That's it. Okay. Hold up. I finished off the bucket, didn't I? Yep. Rude. Rude? Word? Fill, bucket, load, let's go. And I equipped secondary. It is a ton of work to do masonry, but renewable resources for the most part. So, for the most part. Cement. Mix that. Good. How many bricks do I have on me currently? Not enough. No, I do. Ooh. I don't know. Is that enough? When you say bucket, I think of WAP, the song. Okay. You got to put that song in Discord for me. What happened? What is it? My mason straw broke? No way. Mason straw. That's not right. Unless it's really saying it's bad off. Can I unequipped? It did break. I'll just hold on to a broken wooden trowel. Look, game. You could have told me that broke and then maybe unequipped it. Alright. I'm actually mad about that one. That's funny. What's a good way to deal with this? No. Carved trowel. Not from a large handle. That is wasted. Can I get... You can do it from a medium handle or a stick. So I should be able to carve you into smalls? Really? Oh, there's branches over here, dude. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Perfect. They say bucket in the song used to be a famous song. I mean, famous is a relative statement. As Sue pointed out earlier, some things that we have here in the States is different in different places, right? So, oh, let's do it. Game. Oh no. No. He won't build when it's too dark, but you can flashlight it, can't you? I'm just curious. Dude, famous is relative. All right, there we go. He will work with the flashlight. It's perfect. And then corner. All right, it's coming along. It's coming along. The wall will be done. I will take that. So, empty bucket, wooden trowels in decent condition, and you don't have to keep looking at that blue. Okay, so let's do a quick account. We have harvested our lettuce. We have harvested our green beans. We're starting to fill our deep freezer and put all that lettuce back in. We killed roughly 70 zombies tonight. And then we ended up having to do more work to manage the household, which is not a bad thing. If you think about it, it is currently in real life April 27th. In game, we're finishing April 26th. So I feel like I'm unintentionally keeping on par with the actual days of life to game, which is strange to me. I need to fix that. Gotta break that habit. But tonight's not the night to break the habit. Tonight, we're gonna be switching over to our live off the land save here in a second. It's just, Dominic is still here. He's still kicking. We're coming up on 5 months. We're only 12 days away, which is nice to see. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. Heck yeah, no. What's no for? I'm very concerned now. What did I do? Please don't put that evil on me. Where did my water go? I thought I pulled out a whole thing of water. My water bottle is gone. Oh no. I stuck my water bottle somewhere. This is not good. Switch over. Yeah, as in I'm switching to a different save. Okay. So I put a water bottle in here. That's whatever. Ooh, my bad. Anyway, skill wise, we hit agriculture 2. Yay! Woo! We've got so many more skills to build if we're going to be a super sim anytime soon. But we do have the next book, and we'll read that before we harvest any more stuff. So yeah. The dates won't line up anymore. It's so sad. Well, no, the dates will line up actually, because as he goes to bed, it'll switch to the 27th, and we're ending on the 27th in game, comparatively to real life as well. So the dates still will be rolling together, but the days are definitely coordinating at this point. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh, that lettuce just finished. That's harvestable, isn't it? Yep. See. I don't know. Oh, we've done a lot and we're still doing more. Anyway, all right. As usual, you know, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. You should come hang out with us in Twitch. As you can see, we are definitely involved and engaged and still having lots of fun with some projects that way. All right. Anyway, YouTube, I'll see you guys later. But for the Twitch crew, hang out and we're gonna have some fun.